Go.
Hi. Oh, hi. I'm
good.
Freyja. I'll be playing Sylvia Sutton, the Spacer.
Hi, I'm Overthinker. I'll be playing Vanya Valiant, the Envoy.
Hello, I'm Solomon, and I'll be playing as Grant Becker, the Scientist.
And I'm Kippahkid, your master of all stars, space, and currently the underwater abyss. So, let's pick up. 1 year ago, you all thought you'd never see the Awakened again. The doomsday cult that welcomed the Leviathan to swallow the frontier. 1 year ago, I doubt any of you would have imagined that you'd be crammed inside a submersible with the man who started said cult, face to face with the remnants of said Awakened, as they rally around a shard of the prison. But here you are, at the bottom of an ocean planet, far removed from a lifeline. As these malformed abyssal mutants cling to your submersible, sucking on the metal, with a teleporting luminite still at large, how do you all proceed?
I would like to get the monsters off our hull.
All right, how do you do that?
Vanya does a quick glance around to make sure nobody's actively freaking out, then reaches out and places a hand on the hull. And I'm just going to try and create a psychic barrier between us and the creatures and then push it out to, even for a minute, just dislodge them. Maybe get us some mobility back.
All right. So that will be a do something inhuman. While Vanya is trying to knock the leeches off, what's Grant and Sylvia up to?
As Sylvia is the one piloting the submersible, just trying to make sure that she can maintain control and not have the submersible crash into anything, considering we're surrounded by creatures.
All right, so that will be in invasive maneuvers. And Grant.
I think Grant is focusing on if this stuff doesn't work and they start busting things. So he's trying to, with what stuff he has with his, basically he's got like a little pack that he keeps that has like a small amount of chemicals that he can make something on the fly. He's just trying to make something that could like seal up any cracks or breaches, just in case they start like breaking the glass or start causing us to leak.
All right, so if needed, that will be a quick patch. Let's start with Vanya's roll with a wild.
That is a 9.
9. So as you try to use your psionic powers to shake them off, you do manage to get a couple to knock off as they just kind of disappear into the darkness, but you still have some leeched on. Sylvia, how's that invasive maneuvers with a grit?
I was just about to ask, what did you want with the grid? Okay, 1 second. That's a 4.
A 4. You are trying, but as you try to get out of here, you realize that these things can get through the metal as one of the rudders gets broken off, and you're trying to steer it and it starts to tilt. So we're going to need that quick patch to get your quick turn back, Grant.
Yep. Quick patch is, I believe, wits.
That is correct.
That is 8. I'm going to spend 2 of my inspiration to bring that up to 10 because we really need to not have things breaking at this depth.
Very true. So with that, you are able to actually describe me how you fix your rudder.
So like the moment that things start like cracking and breaking, he looks for an opening and basically like looks back to where the rudder is and will, as there is a crack made, will like slip out some of the material he was working on, and it will just sort of like almost like be ferro-attracted, so it will like attach to the rudder and just start like molding itself to match where the rudder is, like match the shape of that it had and fill in any cracks that were made in it.
All right. So you get it. You start to turn, and then Sylvia, you feel something grab you by the back of your head, and you all see the Illamite has returned, teleported back in, and has Sylvia by a hold.
Guys, can you get this thing off of me?
Fuck.
Question.
Answer.
Does it look like these other creatures, like it's kind of skeletal and warped and maybe functioning off dark essence as opposed to actually being alive?
There is nothing to indicate that these aren't alive. They just look malformed. The Illamite, though, his physiology doesn't look too different outside of Krask. Outside, it seems a bit more gaunt and malnourished for its large frame.
Okay. Good to know. That means I might actually do something useful, but I think in close quarters, Grant has a better chance right now.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is what Grant does is he just like reaches into his pocket and just basically in time just and pull out his ray gun and fire, trying to get it on the stun setting, so that way it can drop Sylvia and we can deal with it otherwise.
All right, let's see it.
Alrighty, time for a wild roll. That's a 10.
A 10. So, Sylvia, you feel its webbed hand, slimy, gross. It's kind of like the feeling of a wet-gutted fish as it has you by the back of your head and is just about to slam you into the window of the already cracked windshield. And just inches before your face meets glass, it just stops, frozen.
She's going to scramble out of her seat to try to make some distance.
All right. You're able to do so, but it is fairly cramped with both Vanya, Grant, especially Argus, and Soleil filling up this area. There is not much room to move.
That's fair.
Trying to think of how we stop this and realizing that the person who might know is none of us. Vanya is gonna turn to Argus, put a hand on his shoulder and be like, this is everything that we were afraid of, but it's also what we prepared for. Do you know how to stop what's happening right now?
I'm afraid to say, Vanya. I'm not quite sure myself, but if I had a guess, whenever the prism is involved, we have to reach out to it.
Okay. Can you guys cover the ship?
I mean,
Sure, why not?
Sure. What are you going to do, though?
If I'm being honest, the kind of mistake I usually make in these situations. Wish me luck. And I'd like to try and open my consciousness and reach out to that giant red crystal in the water.
All right. And
I'm already hallucinating, I think.
not currently, but as you do, the magenta shard with, Maxwell, who's already impaled on it, with the map being projected off of it, you feel the power surge as the light pulses and spreads. Suddenly, the darkness becomes lit. Creatures that look like crawling hands skittering across the seafloor. Fish with too many teeth and too many eyes for comfort swim away as they're exposed. And something horrifyingly large slithers by. Are you still trying to stay tapped into the prism?
We gotta figure out what's going on. Good luck. Yeah.
All right. As you're looking through the world in the eyes of the prism, you can start hearing a chanting, but is in a language that you do not understand.
I start chanting, Becker, and I start saying it out loud because somebody in the submarine can understand all languages.
Grant, you see as Sylvia is held Sylvia is slipped away from the frozen Elamite. Suddenly, you hear chanting coming from Vanya. The serpent rises, the serpent will feed. The serpent rises, the serpent will feed.
Don't like that. Don't like that at all.
What is Vanya saying?
Talking about the serpent rising and feeding, not good.
No. How long is that going to hold on our guest?
Well, I don't really know, so I'm just gonna. And he just like shoots the thing again to stun it again.
Just to be safe. She's also going to inspect it while it's frozen.
As you're inspecting this Xenos, something feels hauntingly familiar about it. You haven't really seen an Elamite until you met Krask. The only previous one you had ever seen was a voluntary test subject back when your parents were still alive and running their experiments on Janus Station. And this just feels hauntingly familiar to that man.
I'm going to try to see if there's any identifying marks that I could remember that would specifically call him out as that man.
Yeah. There was a scar that was... Well, seeing a Elamite is a little grotesque to begin with, given their slimy silver skin, their bulbous white eyes. So when there is a flesh-colored scar that ran from the forehead down to the chin, but didn't, almost in a translucent way, ebbing and flowing like slime, it was kind of hard to not look at.
And this person has that scar, I'm assuming?
Yes.
That's unsettling. I think I might know this guy.
What do you mean you know this guy?
Well, not as he currently is. I knew him when he was alive. He was a tester for my parents. And then it's going to start processing in her head that he was testing underwater teleportation technology and start looking for the handheld teleporter that he would have had on his person.
As you're examining over, you come to a harrowing realization as there seems to be something blinking in its chest.
Oh,
Swallowed it.
I'm sorry, what?
He swallowed it.
Oh.
Or something worse.
Blinking as in eye blinking or light blinking?
Light blinking.
Okay, just double checking. You can't be too sure with this game.
That's fair. If you said a giant eyeball comes out of its chest, none of us would have been surprised.
Yeah,
exactly.
like,
my
okay.
point. Like, I'm picturing eye, so I'm glad it's not that. Grant, do you think there's any chance that we could save him, or no?
GM, storyteller, with all of my medical knowledge, what am I thinking?
You know that the closest probably animal to an Elamite would be something like a frog or a salamander in its physiology. So with that in mind, they are quite easy to cut open. But with that in mind, they are also quite easy to accidentally rupture something.
Maybe with like a steady hand, you could get him open. Hang on, and he just shoots it again, just with one more for stun, just to be safe. And he's like, maybe with a steady hand, you could open him up. But the thing is, with his current physiology, he's got so many little arteries and so many little like new organs that if you're not careful, he's gonna bleed out.
Got it. So something we do at a later time then.
Speaking of that, those that have been leeching on, you can now see small holes appear in the submersible.
We forgot about them. Is there anything going to look for any sort of weaponry whatsoever for the external of the submarine?
The submersible, unfortunately, is not equipped for combat.
This may sound like a stupid idea, and I'm going to run it by you, Grant. How would you feel if I temporarily electrified the outside of the submersible?
I feel like I would probably do pretty well to get rid of everything on the outside, but I don't know how it might affect the electronics of the inside of the submersible.
That's my concern. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to slap together a module that would reroute power temporarily to the outside of the ship to electrify it, similar to how an electric eel does.
All right. With that, during this process, Soleil has completely welcomed the void, and she has not moved an inch since she made her proclamation. But Argus looks you. I can potentially put up a psychic barrier to minimize the damage for us.
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks.
Honestly, forgot you were here. Apologies.
I'll take that as it goes. And you'll get a additional +1 with Argus's help.
Oh, damn it. It's an 8.
An 8. All right. So, Argus is able to hold on until suddenly he's as he drops the barrier. The module does knock the abyssal mutants off your submersible, but you are right in the fact that it shuts down the connection, and right now you cannot steer the submersible without electronic control.
Does it also shock me out of my psychic reverie, potentially?
That depends. I would like you to roll Weird Things Have Happened. And how this is going to work is if you fail this, you will be fully immersed in the prism. If it is a mixed, then you'll be going in and out of it. If you succeed, then yes, you'll step out.
This is a grit roll, yes?
Correct.
Cool. Here's my 2d6 -1. I'm all the way in.
All the way in, baby. Yes. So as this happens, as you shock them out, all of you feel the submersible rumble, but only you, Vanya, see the large serpentine creature. You don't even see its whole length, just the tail that flicks out and slams the submersible.
Hello. Hello, you big, beautiful thing, you. Haven't heard this music in so long. Been a minute. What? Are you close? Are you almost here? Talking to the snake.
As you speak to the snake, you do not hear anything, but you start to see images. You begin to see inside the prism, not the falsehoods and memories that it has shown you in the past. You are seeing the things that Argus has shown the others. You are seeing the feast and the massacre as those that were all left trapped within when you closed the black box have been stuck in this purgatory, hunted by this creature. And you are watching through the creature's eyes, one by one, as it consumes those that it finds.
Literally horrifying.
I'm going to have you take a wound for that experience.
Can I add a little flavor on that wound?
Yeah, spice it up.
Vanya tries to stop seeing these horrors by digging at her eyeballs. By not blind at the moment, but in pain.
All right.
I will mark a wound. I am at 3 wounds left.
Grant, Sylvia, you currently have no power. You felt the rumble. And to make matters worse, the Illamite has disappeared.
And Vanya is screaming and clawing at her face.
Great. Grand. Which one of our multitude of fucking issues do you want to deal with first, Sylvia?
Let's not have Vanya blind herself.
That's fair, and I'm going to just try to sedate Vanya immediately. The
Also,
sedatives I made last session.
Sweet. Setting question. Is it currently pitch black in here?
For the others,
Do we still have running lights?
No, you do not have running lights. The only thing that you have is the dim light irradiating from the shard that's just in front of you. Everything else pitch black.
Love it. Nightmare fuel.
Love the
Do I roll?
atmosphere.
Should I roll to resist a sedative? Or
I
does
would
he
think you
roll
might
to
be a little
affect
bit.
me?
Yeah, I was thinking you might be a little bit busy trying to claw out your own eyeballs.
I don't think I'm going to resist getting hit by it. I'm curious how long it takes to put me out.
So we'll see. This is actually going to be a roll for Solomon for your stun gun. And depending on what you roll for that will depend on how the sedative works.
Got it.
Cool.
I will use my last inspiration point to bump it up to a 10.
Just as you see an envoy of your own people, a mission ship from the Void Singers that never made it, enter into complete darkness. You thud to the ground. Vanya, your body may be still, but your mind is active, as you are actively floating in this magenta nothingness.
And I'm still seeing these things?
No,
Or I'm just
it is empty. It is nothing.
think. What's happening? I came here for a reason. Came here for all those people. I came here for a reason. Snake, can't let it out. There's a door. Where's the door? Gotta close the door. Yeah. Do I feel like I'm still inside the prism right now? Or did I get in space?
It is hard to tell. The only hint that you have is it is not dark, it is not black, it is not the void, it is magenta, and that is the only time you've been in magenta light is when you've been in the prism.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get some kind of connection between mind and body. My body's in a submarine. A submarine is an enclosed space with walls. We don't want holes in the submarine. My mind is in the prism. The prism is an enclosed space with walls. We don't want holes in the prism. Are there any holes?
Roll me do something in human.
Come on. 10. And a foghorn? Music? Sound?
Yeah, it sounds almost like a reverberation is the best way I can describe it. Something bouncing off something, yet you are in nothing.
I mean, something is reaching out with sound. I'm gonna sing back and try and find the source of this sound.
You are not moving, yet it feels like things are moving around you. And despite this stationary feeling, something has appeared. It is a broken shard floating in the nothingness.
Thought just occurred to me. I'm going to approach the shard, and I'm going to shout, Soleil? Soleil, are you here? She gave herself over to this first.
Vanya,
Oh, yeah. Is that you?
you feel it, right? The nothingness. Do you not realize what we've been hearing this whole time?
I think I do. I think our opinions might differ on that point.
The discovery on where the song originates, the origin of the void.
Yeah. You think it's the Leviathan?
Not quite. But think what we've seen in Leviathan, what it is. A destroyer of all things. An astral beast. We think of the stars as alive, as things, and the void as empty. But do you not see it? The void itself is a living creature.
Do. I hear it, but I acknowledge its dangers. And I commit to protecting the people of this universe, this galaxy, from them. Do you?
The void is benevolent. It welcomes all. It does not consume like the Leviathan. It does only reach to touch all of what was, what will be, what has continued to be. Is it not the Void Singers who spread the voice? We are the ones who speak for the Void, to nurture its flock.
Indeed. But, sister, we cannot do that from here. We can't do that if the Leviathan consumes everything. Your discovery will be forgotten if we don't remember the danger at hand and act to preserve the people that we care about, you care about. Your golden armor says that you do.
Did you not seal the Leviathan already?
Once, yes, but I saw it.
Inside the prism.
They're trying to get it out. They're trying to the mutants, in the ocean. They're chanting, they're trying to bring it out.
Look deeper into the void, and you'll see the answer when the shard disappears.
Eternally helpful.
Sylvia and Grant, the submersible rattles again.
Is something shaking it on the outside? I'm going immediately to the window to see.
You do not see anything.
Right. Can't see. No lights. She's going to try to fix the problem with the electricity.
All right.
That's a 12.
Right. The lights turn on, and there is nothing.
Wait, as in nothing, as in like not even the people that were outside?
Well, you took care of those people.
Oh, just double checking. What about the other submersibles? Are they gone?
You haven't seen another submersible since you entered into the crevice.
So I don't know why we shook. There is nothing out here. I don't really feel comfortable with that.
Grant, how are you handling it?
I'm trying to figure out what kind of drugs I need to make to just forget all of this. So I'm just kind of like in my own head trying to just like work through chemical compounds to get through the rest of the week, honestly, with the shit we've had to deal with.
Great. As you're thinking that, your arm pinned against the wall, the one you used for the ray gun.
Perfect.
And staring you in the eyes, this bulging white pupilless eyes just hisses, and you can hear in the tongue, "Be still."
Could I actually tell if that was a threat or warning?
Yesn't.
Perfect. Yeah. Help me.
It needs to grow. Feed the serpent.
I repeat. Help. What is the serpent? I'm trying to like speak back in the fragments of the language that I can repeat back to it.
The second coming. The child, the chosen one, the rebirth of the gluttonous maw, the Leviathan.
Not good. Very bad, in fact.
Vanya, Soleil told you to look deeper into the void. Is that what you do?
I have an idea, but yes, really bad idea. I'm gonna look deeper. I want to see what the heck she's talking about. Has her fervor gone too far? I'm always concerned with fellow void singers that they're gonna get caught up in worshiping the Leviathan as some kind of new god, because that's where my mind was at for a little bit. And if I hadn't been so against coal in the early days, giant creature that consumes everything, void, it's not what we're about, but I could see how others would get there. For now, though, what is she talking about?
So, before I describe this, I'll need you to take another wound.
Awesome. Hemorrhaging psychic damage.
The price of knowledge is steep, but the
Yeah.
reward, well, depends. As the void is everything. The void consumes everything. The void sees everything, the past, the present, the future. As you are staring into the spot of the void where your submersible is, but there is nothing. There's nothing but darkness, but the critters that live there and the occasional touch of the predators that seek to have its fill. Nothing is out of the ordinary here until one day, as a shard slowly sinks down to the seafloor. A large serpentine creature is attracted to the light, bites at it, chips at it as it cracks. Something has drawn it to it. Those who felt the call, void singers, one by one make their dives. As they go near it, become corrupted, malformed. It isn't until a creature blipping in and out of existence finds its way to the shard that they start to surround it like its leader. And that serpent, it begins to come in and out of existence as well. It becomes clear. This is no god. This is no second coming. This was an ordinary sea monster corrupted by the shard.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think there is an overwhelming sense of relief here in even all the danger that there is. It's like, it's not the Leviathan. This isn't the end of the world. It's just an incredibly dangerous giant sea monster that can shift in and out of reality with a teleporting priest and an entire cult of mutants. That's so much better. Okay.
The bar is as deep as you guys are.
Yes. This is infinitely better. So this shard is just a corrupting piece of rock.
Yes.
It's not a hole in the prison. It's not. Okay. Soleil, I think it's time for us to go and respect the other half of your heritage, so to speak.
With pleasure.
I'd like to try and withdraw from this madness.
As you withdraw, blood dried on your face, your eyes glow bright magenta. As you are taking in the light, stealing it from the serpent, Grant, Sylvia, you see it now, no longer cloaked by the prism, a ginormous serpentine abyssal creature.
Hey guys.
Right, you're back.
Yeah,
What the hell is that?
just another future corpse.
Cool, great, grand.
Yeah.
So with what weapons?
Can we try to draw it to the surface?
And we can try to piss it off, yeah.
Just drive right into its snoot.
That may damage the submersible, though. Are we wanting to risk that again?
You drive into its snoot. I will enforce the submersible. Cole, get that body off the crystal and bring the page. It's very important. Soleil, back me up. If my force fields fail, support them. Becker, you always think of something more useful to do than anything I can assign you.
That's what I'm here for.
Are we wanting full speed?
Why not? Who are we if we don't?
Fair enough. Full sending it into the snake's snoot.
Great, so that's going to be a fire roll.
Fire roll. I don't know if it'll be a fire roll, but we'll try.
Firing all our propellers.
That's grit, right? Or wild?
That is Blitz.
Blitz, I was completely off the mark on either of those. But not off the mark on that roll. That's a 13.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
So, would you like to add a wound, take one less wound, move to an advantageous position, damage part of the enemy vessel, in this case, the serpent, or board the enemy vessel, in this case, the serpent?
Well, boarding in this case would be getting eaten. I don't think we want that to happen. Or do we? No.
Do we want to know this thing?
We could. Grant, you were shaking your head no.
I just don't want to be eaten.
I mean, we could go into the eye socket. Would that make it better?
Yeah, but then we. Sure, why
Alternatively,
not?
we could just move to an advantageous position.
Yeah, fucking up.
Yeah, exactly. Up. I'm assuming that's what we want to do.
We here at HHS do not condone astral vor.
Jesus.
True, we don't.
Well, see,
Absolutely
now
correct.
I'm obligated to produce astral vor.
I'm gonna put up a force field around the vehicle so we take less damage. Whatever happens next.
All right.
We're gonna advantageous position. Up.
Okay.
I am tempted though. I was.
And what was your second option?
Oh, we get 2.
Damage, right?
Yeah, I would say damage. I'm gonna try to actually damage the eye.
All right. So I'm going to say with your force field, Vanya, you will also take one less wound. By doing this, you essentially turned into a big ball that you just hucked at the nose. This is like the equivalent of throwing a baseball at someone's face. As you hit the serpent right in the snout and then skyrocket up.
The Sonic the Hedgehog combat strategy.
Yes.
Without spinning. What's the roll to add the spin? No, just
Rule of cool, that's what.
fair enough.
All right. As you escape, it makes chase.
Oh my god, Chase. Good to see you. Sorry, you told me it's not the Leviathan, and now I'm just in a good mood.
We don't know that yet.
Oh yeah. Fair.
You know that. We think we're getting chased by the Leviathan.
Figure it's motivational.
Sylvia, as you're maneuvering this, because you are so focused, I'm going to say this is going to catch you guys off guard, as you will take a wound as the Illamite appears and drop kicks you right in the face.
Rude.
Now, I will have you roll a hold down the fort to see if you can still maintain steering the submersible.
Hold on, the fort is... That's grit, right?
Correct.
That's an 8.
An 8. All right. So, on an 8 for grit, well, for hold down the fort, the kick does knock you off a bit, but you're able to quickly regain control, albeit it has slowed you down in your ascent, allowing the serpent to grab the submersible with its jaws. The Illamite has once more disappeared.
While still lead footing it, going to call back, if that thing appears again, please hold it down. It was a friend at one time.
Sylvia, are there any nasty people in the galaxy you don't know?
Probably, but I also know quite a few.
For an isolationist, you're exceptionally well connected.
Inadvertently.
Oh, was that Ranger on the comms?
Oh, that would be funny. So, how
But
are
we
you
don't have
getting?
comms.
how are you getting out of this? Are you saying that you're just lead footing it to get out of its mouth?
Yes.
All right, that'll be evasive maneuvers.
I hope I don't fail, otherwise space war will be happening.
Hey, Grant.
Oh.
How do you make a sea monster puke?
Is that grit again for evasive maneuvers? Or blitz?
That would be grit, yes.
That's a 9.
That is a 9. All right. So, before I tell you what happens on a 9, Grant, how do you make a sea monster puke?
Inquiring minds want to know.
Few to come to mind mostly involved in inducing vomiting through all kinds of compounds that are antithesis to its being, or as it is for anything that lives in the ocean, a rapid onset abundance of oxygen.
So do you carry space Kippahkid?
I just fire off like a bunch of O2 containers right into it.
If you would like to give up your oxygen supply to do that, you can do that.
Might help us ascend faster. Just everyone hold your breath.
Breathing will be less of a problem if our submarine is crushed.
Yeah, and it probably will. If we ascend and get to the surface, we can get the fuck out of it.
I also don't have time to make oxygen tanks.
All right. As you lead foot it, and you can feel the submersible start to crush in, Grant drops the oxygen tanks, and suddenly, like a geyser, you guys shoot up. And by the time that the boost slows down, you're still nowhere near the surface, but you begin to see other submersibles, and even better yet, you have made it to Roxy's Reprise.
Is it still behind us?
Well, that depends. What are you doing in the moment? Looking back or getting the hell out of there?
Chip,
I would recommend option B.
Getting the hell out of there?
let's get to the Reprise. Ship without guns was a terrible idea.
It was 100% a terrible idea.
All right.
We're going to try to dock with the Reprise.
Yeah, so as you dock into the Reprise, you just howdy, howdy, howdy. Hi, good to see that you have all gotten here safe.
Thanks, Ranger.
Get the battle station, Ranger, because there might be a visitor coming up very quickly.
Oh, do you mean? And the Reprise shakes as a submersible is taken and eaten by the serpent.
Yeah, that'd be the one.
Yeah, that.
Oh boy, this has been a better fight than I have seen in a long time. Do not worry, Miss Sutton. Security is my #1 protocol.
Get him.
Yeah.
All right.
Vanya sits down for a second.
So Vanya's taking a breather. Are you guys hitting on the battle stations, or are you just relying on Ranger's defensive maneuvers?
Oh no, 100% Sylvia is going to battle stations.
Yeah, much as I appreciate Ranger, I just want to make sure this thing doesn't fucking eat us.
All right.
Cole,
Yes.
you have a lot of redeeming qualities. Vigilance and quick response times being high among them. If that teleporter boards, knock it out.
With pleasure.
Do not kill it.
Knock it out.
I'll try my best. All right. Now, as a reminder, is the Roxy's Reprise a courier or a corvette?
That is a good question.
I believe he says a corvette.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty sure it
believe
was
so,
a
too.
Corvette.
Whichever one has
Okay.
the biggest guns.
Yes. So Corvettes, you will have 6 wounds that you can take, 1 shield, but you do 5 base damage with each attack.
Yeah,
So-
I don't have the sheet.
That is okay. I have the Corvette stats here, so we'll play off there. As you take your battle stations, what are your moves as the serpent approaches you next?
Shoot it in the goddamn face, right?
We have a variety of weapons. I agree, Vanya. I think we should go for the face. One of the favorite weapons that we got recently was a giant drill. So we're going to activate the drill and charge at its face.
Amazing. So there'll be a fire on your part. Is anyone taking any other actions?
I think that Red is just going to be like again, preparing for when we run into this thing and the drill doesn't work as well as we hoped for a quick patch.
All right. And is Vanya just taking this one out?
I think Vanya and Cole are like back to back in the main area, waiting for any sign of the teleporter.
All right. So let's start with that fire roll.
That's a 9.
There's a 9, so you can choose one. To add a wound, take one less, advantageous, damage, or bored.
I want to damage the other eye to blind it completely.
Ooh,
All right.
hell yeah.
As you do this, you drill into its eye. I am so sorry for any viewers with eye issues this episode. As the tail turns and flicks and slaps down the submersible, the Roxy Surprise, as it will take 2 damage. So your shields goes down, and you are down to 5 wounds left you can take.
Perfectly fine. We got this.
Now let's get that quick patch to see if you can get the ship fixed and shields back up.
8.
8. So you can choose. Are you going to get the shield back up or get your wounds fully healed?
I think get the shield back up to soften the blow of any future hits we have to take. Because then we can, if we get a little bit of everything, we can focus on repairing from there.
All right. Vanya, as you guys are prepared, I'm going to give you an opportunity for slinging and swinging. Get a +1 for having Argus with you.
16.
Ooh. Ooh. So it's timed perfectly. Just as the Elamite appears, you and Argus have your fists right at the ready. What do you choose for a 10+?
I think I sense a distortion in the air as the teleporter is activating, reach out and wrap it in hard energy, paralyzing it, and Cole comes along with his gauntlet and just bam, instant concussion.
All right, so what options do you pick for slinging and swinging?
Indeed. Wrote that. I mean, I think we don't take damage and it does.
All right. So,
Actually, slight change. I'd like to alter something about them, which is part of my fast hands perk. When I see them teleport in with that blinking light on their chest, I'll direct Cole and he will punch them in the chest to hamper their teleportation.
all right, is that an exchange of the extra damage or the damage less received?
It will not take damage. I'll prevent us from taking damage, and he will do the other part of messing up its abilities.
All right. So he appears, you point, and then just as the force punch of his gauntlets hits the creature, the Xenos, right in the chest as it flies back, now just sparking as it gets up. Fools! The sacred artifact. Do you know? And now sparking, it's going to bum rush you, Vanya.
Cool. I will reattempt the binding air paralysis. Just a ton of pressure in on it to push it down and hold it.
All right, do something inhuman.
Casting hold person, guys. It's a really good spell.
I think you need a whole monster for that.
Yeah, I was about to say,
yeah.
I think it's a behold monster.
It's a matter of interpretation. 12.
12. As he charges after you, lunging midair, bulging eyes bugging out to its limit, as it just freezes and just tumbles to the ground.
Cuff him.
Gladly so. All right, as you guys have taken care of your little teleporting menace, you still have a big old serpent boy. So, Grant, Sylvia, how are you managing?
Best I can. Live on duct tape and a prayer.
So we have completely blinded it. What was the other weapon that we got? We got the limbs, but that's going to be pointless right now.
Plasma pulse.
Yeah. We'll probably fire some plasma bolts.
All right, so give me a fire.
I'll fire my plasma bolts.
While she's doing that, I'm going to scan around for anything that might be of use to us to help either take the thing down or at least push it back down to the adepts.
All right.
That's an 11.
All right, choose 2 for fire.
I've
That's a
gotten
10.
better at fire. Let's see. I'd say additional wound and -1 wound received.
All right, so as it chops down on you guys, this is one of its nastier attacks. So the shield takes 1, but you will take 3 more wounds. So you currently can take 2 more wounds before the ship is damaged.
Jesus.
In this moment, with scan surroundings, you may ask 3 questions of: are there any incoming dangers? Are there any notable resources? Do any anomalies appear? Is there life nearby? What's the most efficient route? And where is a safe place to land?
I'm going to go with no resources for anything that might be able to help us bring this thing down. Anomalies, because those could be useless, or life, or any help that we might have that hasn't been immediately destroyed.
So, is there any life nearby? Yes, this is the time when you notice Krask, able to swim at this depth by himself, has charged in and has been spearing with a trident into the side of the serpent. As for notable resources, did you end up ever doing anything to retrieve the shard? Or not, but retrieve Maxwell and the map from the shard.
Don't think we did, so I should do that.
So yeah, that is still a notable resource that could help you, but that also means needing to go back into deep depths.
Yeah.
And then what's the final question that you'd asked? Incoming dangers? No, anomalies.
Yeah.
I am going to say there's no anomalies current, but in the same sense of the resources is that you think connecting the dots that shard may have some sort of influence on the serpent.
Interesting. All right then.
In that case, can I try to pull up, checking my notes, Maxwell and the page from here?
No, you are far too far from the shard to do so.
Gotcha. Okay. Then let's... Ooh. Are we concerned that killing the snake will ruin the shard and our chance to retrieve the page? Like
You,
its giant
Vanya,
body falling?
yourself know that it's been corrupted, so it's not intrinsically tied, but more touched by the shard. As for it falling, it would take a while for it to reach, and it was in a crevice, so it would have to be insanely bad luck for it to do that.
Knowing our luck, though.
Okay. So maybe we just kill this thing and retrieve the page afterwards.
Yeah. Yes,
Cool.
I agree with that.
But also, if we can retrieve the page now, maybe breaking the crystal fucks up the monster. But that doesn't seem like the way.
We would have to get out of the vehicle, get back into the submersible, go down there, pick it up, come all the way back.
So, Rory, you can take 2 more wounds before Roxy's reprise is out of commission.
I'm going to start patching the ship.
All right. So, let me a quick patch.
Contribute to that. Quick patch is...
Wits.
I opened the book. Wits. Good work. Partial success.
Partial. So you can either restore 2 wounds or add +1 shield.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. All right. So you can now take 4 wounds before you are out of commission. Sylvia, are you continuing to fire?
How far have we gotten any distance away from it or no?
That depends. Who's been steering? Ranger?
Ranger, yeah.
All right, then you've been going closer to the surface, but you have actually, with it blinded, been able to get some distance.
Okay. Well, I mean, with it blinded, I'm going to keep shooting at it.
Alrighty. So that'll be another fire from you, Sylvia.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That's a 5.
That is a 5. Ooh. At least that is an upgrade point towards the reprise. But
Yay.
as you go to fire once more, you feel the jaws clamp down onto the ship. So you are all now facing down. The jaws of the serpent as it is clenched into Roxy's reprise. You can feel Roxy screaming from the sun as the body damage is creaking as the fangs bite into it. You have 4 more wounds that you can take, but in this moment, it is looking bleak defeating the serpent and getting to the shard.
Gotcha.
So
Does it have the ship gripped by the front, the back, or the side?
the center.
Okay. I have another bad
Crazy idea. I have one too. Activating the external arms that I attached to the ship to force open the jaws and fire the plasma down its throat.
I was having a similar thought, but in reverse order. If it has us, we create a little seal, open the side door, chuck a bunch of plasma ammo down its throat, then pry the jaws open and run like hell.
It's not a terrible idea.
Let's go with your idea.
All right. I will create a force field to keep the water out when we open the door.
All right.
Grant, can you rig up that ammo to explode in a couple of seconds?
I think I can manage that.
Captain, get us the heck out of here.
Aye, aye. All right, so I'll have do something inhuman for the force field, and then who's sending in the plasma?
Grant.
Grant, I'll need a fire roll for you.
Perfect force field.
Oh, this was a bad choice. I was a bad choice for this one then. Okay, here we go.
I thought you'd be rigging up a
We
detonator.
believe in you.
Nope.
Can you use any inspiration?
I've used all of my inspiration.
Fair
Ooh, low
I've
inspiration
used
roll.
all I got a 9. I needed a.
Too bad you can't use inspiration on inspiration.
Yeah, no
And-
shit.
Can Cole give him a help to get him to a 7?
In this
Physically
case,
toss the thing.
you want Cole to physically toss the explosives to help.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't just tumble it at our feet.
All right, I'll accept that. So then you can choose one option from the fire list.
I definitely think moving to an advantageous position is our way to get the hell out of here. So,
All right. So as you do this, you pry the jaws open, drop the explosives, get out there. But as you do so, with the damage from the bite, you are starting to drift as you just hear, we have a issue. Power levels down, damage to the engine. This is not how they would say yeehaw.
running to the engine room. Sylvia will run to the bolt to the engine room to try and do quick repairs, figure out what the problem is, and slap something together to make us be able to escape.
All right. Sylvia, quick patch. As you're doing this, both Soleil and Argus kind of gather into the central area, into the bridge, and the serpent. I believe the best thing that can be done is if someone can be a distraction. I'm willing to be that decoy. The map, that is the most important thing right now. And Soleil would tag on. Now, it is my right as a Reaper to claim the bounty. Let me join my guild master in slaying the beasts.
It is her right. Here's my idea. Can we use our psychic powers while wearing the shielding helmets?
I am going to say yes, because it's a defensive helmet.
All right. This is the craziest one I've maybe suggested yet. But if Cole and I put on the helmets, we can go down and get the page and maybe end the crystal problem. Soleil, definitely get out there and fight that monster. And you two get the ship back online and finish it. Please kill it first. It would be so great for us to have that on our record. Just say.
All right, so Sylvia and Grant, do you give up your helmets to Argus and Vanya?
Yeah, because that's the best idea we've got.
At least for now.
All right, and what did you get on that quick patch?
A 9.
A 9. So right now you're hanging on one wound that you can take. Are you going to bump it up by and heal 2 wounds or add a shield?
Add 2 wounds.
All right. So if you were to take one more bite attack, you will be out of commission.
Because the shield wouldn't prevent that. It would just mitigate one.
Yeah. Honestly, with the Corvette, the shields aren't as of a asset, given that it has less shields than pretty much the others.
Yeah.
Where a cargo ship, you get 12 shields, and then you can just keep on re-upping those shields. But, all right. So you are able to fix the engine. You are able to start moving once more. Soleil suits up, drops down, and with her specialized aquatic blaster is firing at it while Krask continues to swim and stab with his trident. The beast roars and thrashes around. Vanya, Argus, you drop down. It is going to take a long time if you're out of a submersible. So are you kicking someone out, or are you going to take your time getting down there?
I mean, if we can commandeer a sub, that would definitely be better.
All right. So you get the Golden Reapers out. They are called to the hunt, and they join down in fighting the beast.
Hand to tooth.
Yes.
All right. Sorry, I keep splitting the party, but I believe in you guys.
All right. So, as you descend down once more, you reach absolute darkness. And I want you just to give me a base wits roll to try to find your way back to the shark.
Do I have help with this?
I'll give you a +1 with Argus with you.
Oh, I know exactly where it is. That's a 14.
Ooh. It calls to you. You tap into the Void Song as it leads you there. And you find yourself floating just before the shard. If Maxwell was alive when you first got to him, he is long since dead now. But upon seeing the shard, the map in his hand, as the way it reflects and casts that partial constellation, like astral map, like a piece of a puzzle projecting off of the map proper, you come to realize that part of the key to seeing the true connection is the shard.
Where are our other pieces right now? Are they still in the reprise?
Is that where you left them?
Unless I'm carrying them on my person, which seems risky, right?
Then yes, they'd still be on the reprise.
Do I think a piece of the crystal would have the same effect?
Potentially. You don't have any evidence, so that is a risk that you'd be taking.
And I can't communicate back up.
No.
Well, now I have to try it. I'm going to go back up and get the map pieces.
This is taking quite some time.
Yeah. And the ship is in bad shape. We need to make moves. Okay. I'm going to grab the piece. I'm going to grab the body. And, like, pull him through the moon pool or whatever. Get him on board. Can we do that?
Mm-hmm. All right, so you retrieve Maxwell and the map piece.
Yeah.
Though, by the wrinkles and the magenta hues in his skin, it almost looks like as if he's been drained of life. There is no way of resuscitating. This is a corpse that you have brought onto the ship.
Yeah. He deserves a better form of burial.
As you and Arg... Yes.
Go ahead. I mean, the only thing at this point is to try and... Do we break the crystal? Would that weaken it? Or is it better to just try and remove it from the planet?
I don't like it one bit. If you need it, make it the smallest amount. You've seen the corruption that it's done.
Right. But would the same amount of crystal powdered and spread around have the same effect? Or is it like... What do you think?
I'm unsure. I do know that anything to do with it can taint. If it was up to me, I'd completely obliterate it.
Gotcha. Nuclear response.
With righteous fury.
It might also be the only way we can read the map, which makes me think we have to leave it for now.
Do what you must, but whatever choice you make, it will be going back to the conductor.
I think for a second, Vanya, things have seemed a lot better since we found out it wasn't the Leviathan, but all these people pulled here and warped, apparently singers, this specimen, even this sea monster, which for all we know would have lived a long and peaceful life being big and cool. Nah, this thing is evil. Any utility it might have is outweighed by its detriment to everything around it. And I look at Cole and I say, let's break it.
And as you say that, we're going to go back to team Fuck the Snake.
Up. Fuck it up.
Tomato, tomato.
All right. So you have gotten out of its maw. You now have a whole bunch of golden reapers sicking on it. Are you going to still try to attack, or are you going to try to get to the surface?
We can't keep taking hits. We're becoming part of the fucking things here. I could try to patch us again, but that's only going to last us so long as this thing hits a fucking destroyer.
I have a very crazy idea, if you'll bear with me.
Why do I stop now?
Fair enough. I can attempt to patch the ship while Ranger continues evasive maneuvers. How are your surgery skills?
I'm no like professional, but I know more than probably 97% of people in this sector.
So, how do you feel operating on our unconscious friend over there?
I feel like one slip and we're fucked. But if I'm the best option we got, then we just gotta roll with it, I guess.
So if hopefully the technology isn't too damaged, the teleporter still works. We can use that to internally damage the serpent, but we need to get it out of him first, and hopefully without killing him. I would prefer that not happen.
Again, I'll do what I can to this thing's biology. If it's like the creatures that it's closest to, then it's gonna be messy.
I trust you.
All right, I'll do what I can. I'm just gonna need to take a second to give myself as close end as open space as I can, because I'm not doing it on the floor here.
I'm pretty sure we have a med bay.
Yeah, taking him there. Maybe.
Okay.
It's not exactly a med bay. It's more of a chemistry lab.
Closest thing we got. It's probably
better
cleanest.
in the middle of the hallway, you know. Tomato.
I don't know. I think those high school biology and chemistry teachers would disagree.
I know, I can hear my organic chemistry professor rolling around right now, screaming at me. While he is doing that, Sylvia is going to be patching the ship.
All right. Patch that baby up.
That's a 10.
It's a 10. So you not only restore a shield, but you also get 2 more, which puts you at a 5 wounds that you can take now. Which means that you can at least survive another attack from the bite.
Yay!
And Grant, for surgery, I am going to have you, unless you have a skill that can help otherwise, I'm going to have you do something inhuman because you are operating on a Xenos.
Makes sense. Actually, I have a question.
I have an answer.
I have the ability called Metabolic Mayhem, which are series that allow me to alter my genetic makeup.
Yes.
Could I use these serums to alter this being genetic makeup to make this surgery more less dangerous for it?
No, but you can use it on yourself to boost your wild stat, which you'll need for this roll.
Fantastic. So I'm just gonna boost it a little bit, and here we go. Rolling at +3, 9.
So 9. You do succeed in getting the teleporter out, but
No.
your scalpel is just an inch off of where you needed, and you cut a main artery.
Well, could I try to use lend hand to maybe patch that before he bleed out?
Sure.
Oh boy. Roll 9.
9. So, with a 9, that means you can either heal a wound or add a shield to someone. And I'm assuming you're not going to add a shield to this.
Nope.
So, you have stabilized him, but he is at death's door.
We'll take it. It's better than dead. So I'm also just going to, just for my own edification, quick strap into the table that I did surgery on to make sure that that when he wakes up, he doesn't try to get up and or attack us, and then rush back out to where Sylvia is. I got it.
She is just coming up from the ship's the bowels of the ship. And how is the patient? Hopefully
Alive, but that's
okay.
that's the best we can do right now.
That's fair. How does the teleporter look?
It is like this circular device. I'd almost say it kind of looks like one of those, like circular wall lights that you'd put on, but a bit flatter, a bit sleeker, something that would fit right in the palm of your hand. And in the center is this like big kind of red light that blinks dully.
I probably should have specified and said Does it look like it's still functional?
Is blinking dully.
She is going to attempt to fit. I don't know if she should attempt to fix it, though. In my memory of how this would function, I know I'm a child at the time, is there a way to send non-organic material, or does it have to be organic?
This was tested for only organic. The teleporters that your family tried for inorganic were more rudimentary and were the base for organic teleporters, but they were not tested directly for inorganic teleportation for this brand.
Okay, so this is specifically only for organic teleportation then.
To your knowledge.
Okay. Knowing that, she is going to slap together a plasma bomb that can be detonated remotely.
All right. Are you trying to trigger the teleporter inside the serpent?
Yeah, that was my idea. Was to teleport inside the serpent, drop off the bomb, teleport out.
Absolutely insane. I love it. All right, so with that plan in mind, I want to get the slap together roll, and then we're going to go back to Abyssal Beatdown.
That is a 7, so how was it full? It would be faulty, yeah.
Ooh, all right. So you know, just by what you made in this moment, that this detonation will not be as powerful as you want it to be. All right, Vanya, you and Argus, I feel like we're just in this like montage scene of you guys just beating this crystal senselessly.
I actually have a thought on that.
All right, let's hear it.
We positioned the vehicle above the crystal, and again, standing back to back, started doing these Tai Chi like motions around, and as we do, projected these bonds of psychic energy to wrap around the crystal and start applying a twisting force, just passing them back and forth to each other and tightening and twisting to try and snap this thing, kind of like a giant tentacle.
Okay. You know, that was really cool imagery until you said tentacle.
It seemed thematic.
Yes, so you guys are doing your psionic meditation movements as you begin to wrap around and warp this crystal. And as you are doing this, inside your mind, you are being bombarded with these psychic assaults, but you are feeling your helmet work overtime as it is causing pain to your skull, but is sparing you from any images that the prism would be giving you.
Right tool, right time. Love to have it. Yeah. Tighter and twisting this thing.
Eventually, it just compresses and bursts into dust.
Okay. Do the sounds and the images stop?
Yes. It is quiet, it is dark, it is pitch black.
Argus,
Yes.
I really hate this shit.
It never ends.
Yeah. Let's go see if our friends are still alive. And I put
Indeed.
it back in gear and...
All right.
Oh, God, it's such a bad idea, but I think we have to try and grab a piece.
I'm going to say because you turned this into dust, you have lost your chance of grabbing the piece.
Fair enough. If I have to choose between those two things, I'd rather have this done.
All right. As you start heading back up, your mission to drop the bomb in the teleporter, how are you going about it?
Well, it's not to drop the bomb in the teleporter because you said it was only organic, right?
To your knowledge, yes.
Yeah. Was basically at myself carry the bomb in via teleportation into the skull cavity of this creature, plant it in its cerebral cortex, and teleport out.
Okay. Got it. So, are you ready to start your new character?
I am doing a spatial lobotomy.
You're gonna telefrag a sea serpent.
Yes.
Just on your next resume, Sylvia Sutton, sea monster lobotomist.
Well, I took out its eyes. This is only the next step,
Okay. So I'm going to have you roll do something inhuman.
Okay. What is the roll for that event?
It's a wild.
A wild. That's the bad thing. She doesn't have a lot of wild, as in 0. Okay, dice. That's an 8.
That is an 8. So you're able to get into the brain. You're able to set the bomb. Only issue is there's a malfunction and the bomb detonates early. You will be taking 3 wounds.
You know what? I can deal with that. I can live with that. Legitimately can live with that.
Wow.
Good thing you accidentally made that bomb not as powerful as you meant it to.
Yeah. Accidentally, yeah.
As the explosion rattles and you just bang against the skull inside, essentially concussing it while lobotomizing it.
Victory!
See a flash from the deep, and I'm like, hope that was us.
Here comes the sun. I guess you could say the last thing on its mind was Sylvia. Anyway.
Oh, God. Can you get her out of there?
Thank you. I'll be here all night.
Need like one of those fucking long canes, just yoink her.
All right. After recovering from getting slammed against its skull, you're able to activate the teleporter and get back onto the ship.
So teleporter works. Need to work out some kinks.
A little. Just a smidge.
But it's dead. So,
I don't
There's
think there's been anything in this universe that's been more dead.
Oh, fair. Yeah. I'm gonna go lay down now.
Is it really dead, though?
Oh, God. Oh.
Game Master is getting up.
Oh, no.
Coming back. Is it dead?
Our noble heroes.
Yes, it is lifelessly floating as you hear cheers from the Golden Reapers as they begin to tear big chunks of the meat and swim back to their submersible.
I wouldn't eat that.
No, they should definitely not eat that.
They're probably gonna eat that.
Soleil?
Yes.
This thing is, think radioactive, but like worse. Strongly suggest not eating it.
I'll sanctify and purify it. It is of right to eat our kills.
They didn't kill it.
Okay, see you at dinner, I guess.
All right. Oh, with the map retrieved, the shard destroyed, and the sea monster killed, you have nothing stopping you guys from making it back to the surface.
Wow. Got it. Got the thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Happy for you.
Broke the rock. Yeah, it wasn't Leviathan. It was just a big corrupted sea monster.
I figured.
Considering it died very easily, yeah, it was kind of obvious.
Yeah, to conventional weaponry, yeah. Well,
Yeah, how did you finish it off? What happened there?
Well, so,
he wanted to live in its head rent-free.
What?
Our friend, looking over casually at our
The
alien friend,
teleporter?
Grant got the teleporter out, and it now works.
Oh, good. Oh, that's great.
We do need to get him to a sick bay, though, as quickly as possible.
Yeah, he's currently in a medically induced coma. There's not much I can do for him.
Okay.
But hey,
You got the
on that
teleporter.
note, we now know Grant is actually a skilled surgeon.
Listen, skilled is a fucking stretch. I could maybe pass as being like a medic in a war zone where I can help you die comfortably.
I mean, considering what we do, that's
you
skilled.
kind of are, yeah.
That's fair.
Okay, but you got the teleporter working.
Yes.
Good. How did you kill the monster?
I made a plasma bomb, teleported inside of its head, and detonate a bomb.
Did you lose the teleporter? If it was attached
No.
to the bomb.
No, I went inside the head.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to run that by me one more time.
I teleported inside of its skull and detonated a bomb. To be fair, I tried to teleport out before it detonated, but there was some sort of mishap, and it kind of detonated while I was in there. I'm a little bit concussed, a little bit blurry vision, but that's fine. I can work out the kinks on the teleporter later.
I just then hit her with a caffeine injection to make sure she doesn't fall asleep with a concussion.
I feel like doing jumping jacks. Does anyone else feel like doing jumping jacks?
Go right ahead.
I genuinely don't know what to... It worked.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that's the
Exactly.
result we just have to focus on from now on is...
Yeah.
Did it make sense? No. Was it legal? No. Was it logical? Fuck no. Did it work?
Yeah. Yeah. And monster's dead. Crystal's broke. Oh, that should bring comms back online. Maybe stop the tidal waves. Shit, we just saved the planet.
Huh.
Probably don't throw that in the Golden Reaper's faces. Feel like they'd be touchy.
They better not claim that kill as their own. That's all I gotta say. I worked hard over that. I took damage for that.
Legit, absolutely. In fact, let's patch you up first. So if you have to, like, fight for your right to party or something, you can.
Fair. Good idea.
Here. And I'd like to aid another on Sylvia.
All right, lend a hand.
8, so I'll heal a point of damage,
All
I
right,
believe.
that's it. You heal one wound.
Nice.
All right.
And then
So as you guys fix up, make it to the surface, a friend appears on her little disc as Lyric pops up.
Hi,
Hello.
Lyric.
I am here to assist you.
Okay.
I see that you have acquired another map piece. I need to see them so we can merge the pieces.
I present the pieces. Cole, Lyric, you remember Admiral Argus Cole?
Oh, yes, I was in that one's brain.
Yep, be very nice to him.
I'll kill
He's
you.
corporeal.
Get that thing out of here. It's caused enough death. You've been harboring it this whole time.
It's got the map piece. It knows where the map pieces are.
Vanya, are you telling me that the prism is what's needed to decode the map and Lyric is what's needed to put them together? Don't you see the connections here? Do you really think looking for these map pieces is a smart idea?
I think getting them before the freebooters do is a smart idea. I think getting them before the oligarchs do is a smart idea because those are the groups that were going after them and tried to intercept us when we stole Lyric.
And have you not thought to just simply destroy it?
No, we hadn't gotten that far. In case this mission wasn't a clear indicator, thinking it all the way through is not really how we operate on this ship. And that's not an argument, I'm just stating a fact. Kind of a one planet at a time approach.
I respect hierarchy. I, as an admiral, would have commanded you to destroy it. I know that I cannot convince you of anything. What I can do is give my report back to Conductor Olszewski. So make your decision, Vanya, and you will see if the singers will still continue to back you.
All right, let me finish my conversation. I'll prepare an official report.
Right.
Lyric.
All right. Hello. Are you ready to put your third piece in?
What was that, Sylvia?
Oh, I was just saying, well, why'd she say that like that?
Phrasing.
Space
I mean-
phrasing.
Space phrasing. We can. Lyric, where are the other two pieces?
Ranger would take them out of a lockbox.
No, I mean the other two.
Oh, your fourth piece can be found on Ellis.
Yeah. And the fifth?
I cannot reveal that location until 4 pieces are put together.
Understood. Yeah, here's what we've got.
You guys all see the 2 map pieces that are already together start to rotate around her as the third one comes out and merges into it, creating sort of an L shape into the map. It is clear that with a fourth, the missing piece would be a sort of center circle.
Right.
Congratulations on making it this far in the Creators Challenge. You still have a long journey ahead of you, but I believe in you.
Thank you.
May the most capable members of the frontier win. And with that, she is gone.
We'll put the disc in the safe along with the fragments, and then we do need to have a talk because Cole's got a point, you guys. You know, like him or not, he does have a point. And when I say out loud that we don't think things through, it reminds me how little we think things through.
Well, on the point of thinking things through, let's not put it in the safe.
Which one?
The map pieces.
Okay.
Where's the first place people would look?
I mean, yeah, a safe, but...
Hey, Ranger, open your central chest compartment.
Alrighty.
Oh, that's solid. That's
what would you like me to do with my central... Oh.
We're
Mind
putting
holding
the
on
chess
to-
pieces in here. You are ordered never to tell anyone about them. I am the only one to access this.
Understood.
A safe that can fight back is a lot better than one that can.
Exactly. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me, but I think it will be a good idea.
Yeah. Can we actually get a refresher, Master of Game, what Lyric said would happen once we completed this map?
That you would get the location of the creator and meet him.
Okay. And we were kind of just interested in that.
Yes, given that you would be essentially meeting the thing that created Lyric and seems to be a omnipotent present in the frontier.
Cool. So he does have a point. The last time we listened to Lyric, we ended up mixed up in some very nasty shit. We ended up going to the inside of the sun. And if I remember correctly, kind of getting double-crossed.
Yeah, I definitely don't like the fact that Lyric's involved at all.
Mm-hmm. But it
But
does
we also
seem like,
don't have any other option.
I mean, we can end the competition, in theory. Lyric's incorporeal. Disc. The map fragments are presumably, I mean, they're clearly not paper, but they're material.
Who's to say they're not just going to send more out, though?
That's kind of my concern. If the creator wants to meet a representative of the frontier, it's probably going to find a way to do that.
Yeah. Grant, what's your opinion?
As much as I hate anything involving Lyric, I think that our best bet is to complete this challenge so that way no one else can. So that way the corporations can't, the families can't, the freebooters can't. We do it to make sure that no one gets access to this power. They offer a reward, they offer anything like as for us to do with these maxes. I say we just find the square well and chuck them in after we get them all. Sorry,
Yeah.
Cole, whatever, just give them.
But how do we know they're not going to send out more?
Yeah, at least if we have them, we know the freebooters and the families aren't negotiating with an omnipotent creator.
Yeah.
And if the creator's trying to find the best, it's either to represent the sector or, I don't know, homogenize into a corporeal form, some kind of ubermensch power grab. It's a weird-ass alien. It could be up to anything. But we're also maybe the sector's preeminent experts on weird-ass aliens. So,
Yep.
All right. Fingers crossed that Singer leadership agrees.
What do you mean?
Cole's going to be taking a report on our activities back to my bosses, and I do think we're on the right trail here, but it's a dangerous trail. Hopefully they will support that. I'm going to go try to sell that to Cole a little bit.
All right. As you do so, Cole just nods and goes, I had a feeling you'd continue your hunt. If the conductor sends me to help you, I will. But if you end up in deep shit, I can't guarantee my help. I was close to becoming the man that I broke free from a year ago from this voyage. I do not think I will continue to have the willpower to resist if you are being exposed to things with the prism.
I am beyond proud of you for prioritizing your own health in this moment. I think you couldn't have done that a year ago. You couldn't have contemplated that a year ago. So if you protect yourself because you need to, good. Thank you. Fighting a monster would be one thing, but fighting a friend would be way worse. I hug him.
He hugs you back and cracks your spine.
Ah, that's better. And keep the freaking helmet.
I will. All right. So, is there anything else you guys would like to do before making your trip back to Flotilla?
Nothing else mine for grit, aside from grumbling in the corner.
Nothing that Sylvia can think of. Everything's pretty much been taken care of.
There are a bunch of mutated leech monsters way down there. Do we want to worry about them?
The Golden Reapers can take care of that, though. That's their whole spiel, right?
That is. No chance they could be reverted, right?
Oh, wait, we need to bring our friend, our new friend to the Bay, the Golden Reapers, to get fixed.
Right. Drop the coma patient off with the actual doctors.
Yeah, they're going to have a new medic now.
Yeah. Oh shit! Right. Yeah, we kind of.
Yeah, their last medic kind of got dead.
Right. So they probably don't have a medic at this time, do they?
It sounds like we're headed back to Flotilla.
Yeah. I think we gotta head back. Will he be stable enough for that travel though?
Let's leave this up to fate. Sylvia, roll me lend a hand.
Oh no, not me. Lend a hand is 2d6
plus your suave.
That's a 9.
This is a 9. He has not gotten any better, but he has not gotten worse. He's still in a comatose, barely living state.
But the important thing is he is alive, right?
Right. In a coma? Maybe. But alive? Yes.
I think last thing before we head out, Vanya, we're up on the surface hovering above the water, and Vanya steps to an open door in the side of the ship, takes off the helmet, and just takes a second praying to only hear the water and no music.
And as the sounds of the lapping waves become your sanctuary, your trip is much more peaceful. There is no pirates coming down from above. There are no sea monsters or tidal waves or, well, communications are back up. The tower must have been fixed and the tremors are gone. Eventually, you make it to Flotilla, where the Reapers enter the main guild hall and begin a large feast celebrating the kill. It is loud. There are carousers both in and out of the hall. Drinks are running freely, and you are free to join them or do something else while you're in the floating settlement.
I'm getting drunk.
Same.
Sylvia's going to work on trying to fix the teleporter, actually.
What? Come on, man. It was your kill. Let's be clear, everybody. This is the person who teleported inside its skull and set off a bomb.
It's true. I watched her talk it out with herself and then do it.
Fine. I will stay for at least one drink.
Raise one for the mad bitch Sylvia.
Here.
Hey.
I'm not going to call you that, but yeah,
Fair. That's fair.
that was an insane thing that you did. Like, even by our standards.
To be fair, I didn't mean for it to detonate while I was inside. It just
Cool.
kind of happened.
And then I'm going to try and drink my sanity back to normal.
That's about right.
As the festivities go on, Argus participates for a bit before bidding his goodbyes, and Soleil comes up to you. I do not mean to make it dour, but you did retrieve Maxwell, correct?
Matthew?
Maxwell.
Yes. Yeah, I retrieved the body. It's, well, it was on the submarine and then we moved it onto the ship. So it's probably, freezer. Cold storage.
Very well. I will retrieve him and give him his final rites.
I would join you, but I'm not sure how I would fare standing up just now.
It's ironic. Before he came to us, he was a freebooter. And yet he died younger as a singer than as a pirate.
Shame. Always a shame to lose the young ones.
And with that, she walks off. Right. Do you have any last business on Flotilla before wrapping things up in Tireus?
Yeah. I want to talk to the chief. Quietly. Trask, right?
Aye.
Guildmaster. We
Speak.
were told that if an individual was able to defeat an especially dangerous creature, they could be awarded at least preliminary membership in the guild. I think my lady Sylvia over there has earned herself a golden breastplate.
The golden armor can only be worn by those inducted. But she's proven herself a capable friend. Well, I cannot don the armor. She can bear an insignia of an ally.
Does the insignia like shoot lasers or something? Sorry, I've had a few.
No.
That's
What
very nice of
does
you.
tell that any Reaper out in the galaxy, out in the frontier, what it tells them is that she is not to be trifled with, and she is a hunter worthy of fighting alongside the Reapers.
Cool. We appreciate the gesture. Absolutely. What are you doing later?
Getting drunk.
Me too. Cool.
Are you coming on to me, little singer?
Yeah, a little bit. Why?
Your body is far too frail.
Try me.
No.
And she's gonna stumble off to find more drinks.
All right. As the night wanes,
We have fun here.
As the night wanes, eventually, it's time for you to return to the ship. And Ranger awaits you. Not to sound alarming or anything, but I was told to relay a message from Mr. Volley.
Isn't he like Ollie?
Isn't he like
Head
a
of
big organization head?
Yeah, crime boss thing. What'd he say?
And as a reminder, he did personally give you guys the map pieces and congratulate you after the race.
Yes, he did. I remember who he is.
Yes, I know you're inebriated right now. I was relayed that you'll find what you need in Old God's Gulch on Ellis.
Extend our most sincerest gratitudes. Yeah. Guys, are we working for the volley?
I tend not to think about who I'm working for. It tends not to go well.
I need another drink.
But to answer your question, probably.
We gotta sweep the ship for bugs.
Sure do.
I mean, Ranger would not let anyone on this ship unless
gotta
authorized.
We gotta sweep Ranger for bugs.
I would fire upon with most prejudice.
Believe you, buddy. But he knows where we are and he knows what we're doing. Gotta make sure he's not getting that information easily. No disrespect to Mr. Volley.
Not even paying us.
Yeah. What is his thing? Why is he helping us?
Quid pro quo.
With what?
He gives us the map. We give him something valuable than the map. Sounds like a tomorrow problem.
Fair.
All right. With another map piece received, a sea monster killed, and a cult crippled, I'd say it was a pretty successful trip, despite the fact that you nearly lost your lives and Roxy's reprise in the process. But now you have a location. Old God's Gulch. Who knows what could lie there? Find out next time on Into the Frontier.